I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 now for, I think, just around 50 hours. I've only been committed to one character. It's been my first made character, and I currently have just a ton of files, like 30 files of video content from like Act 1. And I'm just now, I think, finishing or continuing Act 1 post the events. I'm still in Act 1 per se. I'm just like cleaning shit up, like just making sure I got everything, like no stone unturned kind of thing. And so I have like 30 files I have to edit, and I'm hoping I'll get through them. But the realistic truth is that I probably won't, because procrastination and playing is far easier than like preventing yourself from playing and trying to edit. And there's so much Baldur's Gate content out there right now as well. It just feels like everything is so saturated with it, so it's hard. I mean, I think the one thing you can always do is your own personal taste, your own personal splash. But what you can't do is like you can't just keep doing what's been done. I don't know, but that's all it is. Like humans are so weird. We're so fucked. We're so cyclical and redundant. But before I start spiraling into an existential review, my ambition for this is to just showcase my team. Um, like I said, where are we at here? There's some funny stuff too. Like yeah, 52 hours and 5 minutes. If you want to slow this down and watch, I think my chapter names or my save points are kind of telling of a wacky little adventure, but it's pretty funny all the same. Yes. So we're post the camp party. If you're still playing through Act 1, I won't say more. If you're past it, you know. I'm excited for Act 2 and everything I've heard about, but I haven't seen much. My main team has kind of turned around to be the four you're looking at right now. I got Asterion for all the sneaky subclass purposes. I've got my main. Let's do it that way. Starting from the top, all right? I went straight wizard. I won't get into logistics of who and what I'm thinking of behind him, but he is what you see. I think he's level 6 at the moment, which may be high for Act 1, maybe not, I'm not sure. I've mostly just been absolutely massacring people with magic missile, but I'm enjoying everything else. Nice to have like your familiar like to back it up. A lot of like damage output with a couple other things. I just got haste and animate dead, but this one has been absolutely fan favorite, and I don't think I've used this once. So some good gets, some bad gets. Can I see just my... Yeah, my stats were just kind of like rando off the hot, like went main int, but kind of like low everything else, which is sort of funny. But it's been interesting. It's been fun. You can see kind of all my backdrop here and kind of where I'm doing it. It tells you some stuff that I'm doing. But main gear outlet, I've been trying to play off of the lightning charges you get from Spell Sparkler and the Lifebringer. It basically gives me like temp hit points, but it's like every time I do damage with like a cantrip or damage with a spell or cantrip, I get like the 2 lightning charges, and as a wizard, so it's pretty good. It kind of keeps me moving that way. But I also just picked up this staff that I think will be better, so I'm kind of playing with that and figuring it out. And I got a bunch of jewels and other stuff here from like some runs, but this is basically kind of where I'm at. I also just grabbed this, so we'll see what I do if I want to go gold or not. And just gives you an idea of what I'm using. This has been huge for me because it's like the higher you go with magic missile, you just get more and more of them, so it's just absolutely destructive. Um, Again, this makes obvious sense just for like story backdrop and anything else. And then this one, if you know, you know. Um, yeah, so pretty straightforward whiz. It's been cool. It's been fun, man. Like I don't know what else there is to say. Like this is exactly what I was looking for in this character, and it's kind of squishy but kind of cool, making for a fun kind of commander foil. It's been good. Following that, we got Asterion. I mean, this is just an obvious choice. I don't know what kind of D&D party doesn't have a rogue in it between DPS and long range and everything else. He's got the haste helm. Blah, 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 blah. Like there we go, like a disadvantage on opening hit. He's got feather fall if he ever gets knocked off anything, but that's just for like drop down damage. I could probably get better boots, but it's like whatever. Stealth check, invisibility, no electrocution. He's got guidance, so every lockpick check is just gross. Like he just murders everything. He's just got it all. And alert as well. So you can't get anything over on this guy. He's always going first. It's always great. Magic bow, etc., etc. I've got the short sword of first blood as well, so I get that extra on hit for it. It's obvious. I'm sure everyone's Act 1 builds are, but like he's just become way too valuable a tool to not utilize every turn. I'll come back to Best Girl Karlak in a second. I got Shadowheart. Just straight, tanky cleric, man. Nothing too crazy. I got some Scorching Ray on her just for some extra DPS. Her and Karlak are wearing the adamantine stuff, if you know, you know. Missile snaring, which is just fun. Extra health, obvious. The flail's got, like, if you miss, even when I miss, I don't miss, and there's some nice damage on it. Shield's there as well. Surprisingly decent, and it works as a bonus action, so really, really valuable. Again, decent fucking range attack. A little added bonus I've got. Oh, hang on, I gotta switch this around. This was for something else I was experimenting with, but actually, I don't know if that bloody did. I just figured that was. Anyways, that's what I normally have. So it's a level 1, level 3 extra healing spells just because, just makes it more versatile. Just because I'll find something better sooner or later. And then 1d4 to attack rolls and saving throws when you heal. This just seems really obvious. And here's where I'm a little bit. I think this will be triggering, maybe bothersome. I'll let you deal with it as you need to, but as you may or may not know, we're looking at a barbarian who should be rocking the rage and frenzy and badassery, but like I just slapped her with the heavy armor, so like we just don't deal with that. You know, this is the therapy build, okay? We're just not gonna rage. We might lose control periodically, and we're probably missing out on huge bonuses for damage. But I mean, in Act 1, like 21 armor class, she gets to attack twice, and she's got pommel strike. She can jump 100 feet. She's got the boots of bloody haste. Like, I, I also maybe that's the missing ingredient. If you're wondering how I'm like here, I mean, again, I think the underworld would be Act 1. I think the undergrowth would be part of Act 1. I don't think anyone would consider it that. But basically, yeah. So it's like I'm hindering her immensely for what her build is all about. But like, I don't know, dude. She's just been crushing it for me. So I have absolutely no complaints whatsoever. I've got like the extra acid damage on there. I got the movement speed. Like I said, I got the boots. She's got range attack if I want. I barely even use it. And then I got the shield and the sword. And the sword's just monstrous. She's just out there doing huge damage, not giving a fuck. But again, I'd probably be getting more out of her with frenzy or these enraged or frenzied strikes. But I mean, she can still do reckless attacks, which is, you know, nice enough on its own. And I don't even need it. Plus the songs, like the sword, like it's just, she's a monster. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm simultaneously crippling her, but she just can't. You're missing her 80% of the time, and even when you hit her, huge health pool. It's gross. Like it's a no brainer. Like I've literally gone so old school. You got your DPS, your tank, your healer, and another DPS bordering on blast cannon. But with all the extras and the throwables, it's just nice. It's just a lot of fun. Quick summary. I haven't messed with Halson at all because we just bloody got him. Spoilers, but you know that because it's the end of Act 1 anyways. If this feels a bit rushed or surprising, no, this is the second time I tried to film this. So, Will, I like him. I like that the Necromancer, or the Warlock rather, can be a little bit more durable. I got some neat stuff on him, but at the end of the day, he seems kind of superfluous to my current loadout, and the same with like Gale. Like Gale, it's great to have like a Sork and a Wizard or like double magic combo, and I found the same thing was true of both these guys. The magic output was really, really solid for damage, but like again, Asterion has magic damage output, plus he's a rogue. Karlach doesn't need magic damage output, but she's got like inspiration stuff, and Shadowheart's just heals all day, rocking with inspiration stuff, with divine stuff, with turn undead and silence. Like it's just, I don't know, man. It's just been gross. I'm probably missing some feat stuff. Hang on, I guess I can do that really quickly. I found this to be surprisingly beneficial as well. I've never really gone this deep into D&D with it. I gotta figure out what that is, but the Arcane Ward has been great because not only can I use it to save other players, but I've got so many of them that my character becomes a little bit more durable. And between Counterspell, which I guess it's just an option, I don't need a button for. Between Counterspell and Arcane Ward, I just feel like my character here is constantly defining what does and doesn't happen on the battlefield. Asterion is just versatile either way. If he's in melee range stealth, he's damaging. If he's range stealth, he's damaging. If he's not stealth, he's still holding his own. Karlach, self-explanatory. Shadowheart, self-explanatory. But I will say, the biggest thing with Shadowheart, I didn't expect to use so much, but it's undeniably valuable. Spiritual weapon. All the way spiritual weapon. But again, this is just me. If this triggers you, if this bothers you, if you think I'm doing stuff or could be optimizing better, by all means. But I've been having a great time with it. I don't know if you'll get to see any of the video I edit from my playthrough because it's just so overwhelming to even try to chop at right now. But yeah, and then another gag thing that I'm sure a lot of people are doing is I absolutely enjoy that my character has no business whatsoever trying to be musically inclined, but he still makes the effort every time. Good shit.